Stories with Georgie. Yeah, I'm Georgie and welcome to my video. It's so good to have you with us. Today we're going to be continuing in the book of Genesis, starting in Genesis chapter 12. Yeah, we're going to be looking at the story of Abram and his wife Sarai. Now, you might have heard of Abraham. This is the same guy, but when he started out, he was known as Abram. Yeah, God changed his name later on. But right now he's called Abram and Sarai. Yeah. Now God told him that he needed to pack up all his stuff and go. God was going to take him somewhere else. But he didn't tell him where he was going to go. Yeah. But Abram, he had faith in God, trusted God, so he packed up all his stuff and he just took off. Yeah, that was crazy. But that's what he did. He had faith. That's right, faith. So God also told Abram, you're going to be the father of a great nation. Yeah. Only problem was, Abram didn't have any kids. Yeah, no kids. So how was he going to be a father? He was 75 years old too. That's kind of old, huh? Well, anyway, God can do all kinds of things. So he made a promise to Abram. You're going to be the father of a great nation. And so Abram trusted God and he went where he led him, even though he didn't know where he was going. Yeah. So I actually have a special guest that's going to join me today to help finish out the story. There's lots to do with Abram in the Bible. So we're just going to start with this little part. My special guest, Mr. Greg, he's going to come in and he's going to help us finish out our lesson today. And it's cool because I get to help Mr. Greg on the Digital Kid Zone. And so now he gets to come onto my video and help me. Ah, it's so cool. Oh, Mr. Greg. Hang on, I gotta go find him. All right, thanks, Georgie. Well, thanks so much for letting me be on your show, Georgie. It's great. I watch your YouTube all the time, and so you're doing a great job telling Bible stories. And so I'm gonna kind of add on to what Georgie said. He told the story that's found in Genesis chapter 12. But the Bible also talks about Abraham in the New Testament. So over in Hebrews chapter 11, the Bible talks about a good many people in the Old Testament who had faith and how they demonstrated their faith by the actions, by the things that they did. And so in Hebrews chapter 11, starting in verse 8, the Bible talks about Abraham, or Abram as he was called that way back then. And the Bible says that God, we pretend this is our God, and we got our Abraham. There we go. Okay? And the Bible says this. It says, by faith, Abraham was called to go to a place he would later receive his inheritance. Obeyed and went, even though he did not know where he was going. So God called him to go, and Abram went, even though he didn't know where he was going. It's kind of like packing up for a vacation, but not knowing where you're going to go. You just take off and go. Yeah. And so it picks up in verse 9. It says, by faith he made his home in the promised land like a stranger in a foreign country. He lived in a tent, and as did Isaac and Jacob, who was his son and his grandson. Yeah. He lived in tents. Yeah. Let's see. They were heirs to the same promise. That's right. And so God had made a promise to Abraham that he was going to make him the father of a great nation. And the thing is, God kept his promise. But Abram had to obey by faith. And we see that recognized in Hebrews in the New Testament. And we see that by the way Abram lived his life and the things that he did, as he had faith in God. It wasn't always easy, and lots of crazy things happen, which you'll probably find out as Georgie continues to tell the story of Abram. So that's Abraham from the New Testament. Thanks, Georgie. Thanks for letting me come on your show. Thanks, Mr. Greg. That was great. I can't believe you're on my video, just like I'm on your video. That was so cool. Yeah. Anyway, thanks again. Well, that was today's lesson. Thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll see ya next time.